Hey guys, and welcome to Metal Gear Solid. This is another PlayStation 1 game, another game that I loved to play when I was much younger, and I'm just gonna play this thing again. As you can see, right in the bottom, 1987, 1998. This game is old, and everything will kind of reflect that. It's not gonna be super pretty. I definitely thought extremely high of it when I played it when I was younger. We'll see if that holds up this time around, and we'll just jump right into this and we'll start a new game. Of course, we'll just start with normal mode. We don't want to go too hardcore yet.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Alright, so now we're in here. We are in this military base, and we essentially need to try to stop this nuclear disaster, save these two guys, and get the hell out. The whole goal of this is stealth. You want to have as very little interaction as possible. It will happen, and shit will go down, but we'll deal with that when we get there. But you can kind of see in the bottom there's little boxes floating. I want to get as many of those boxes as I can. So we're just going to go grab a ration. That is going to be my health. Now, this beginning bit, we essentially just have to wait for the elevator to come back. So we're going to kind of see that, like, this water, if I run through it, it'll alert them and they'll chase down after me too. So I just want to kind of see in the top left there, I have this radar, and it kind of shows me where all their vision cones are and everything. So that's all the stuff I kind of want to stay out of so that way you can't see me. We can hide under things. We can essentially knock on things and distract them. But we just got to kind of hang out a little bit, not get seen until the elevator opens up. Oh, he had a sneeze. Okay, so the bad thing right now, I can only hold 2 rations. So unfortunately I can't grab that one there, so it'll just kind of hang out. But I'm kind of in the best spot to just kind of hang out right now, waiting for that elevator to come down.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
I'm glad that he could explain that to me. I can't remember how long it takes for the elevator to come. But once it does, we'll go up. Whoa. Yeah, this game doesn't use the analog sticks. Well, that's no good. It uses the D-pad, which I find is very difficult to get used to after, you know, playing with the joysticks for so many games for so long. But this is essentially what we didn't want to have happen. We do not want to be seen. So now we'll kind of just hang it underwater until our evasion goes away, and we will not have to worry about those guys chasing us. And now I'll go and grab that one ration we couldn't grab before. And perfectly timed, there is the elevator I need. Now the downside is, it also does bring an extra dude. Okay, we'll just kind of hang out here. A little bit of hiding. Okay, now I can go up. They're not particularly the smartest of the people. They're not the easiest or the most difficult to avoid. Well, that's no good. Run and do it. Get in there. It's not gonna let me. I'm gonna die already. Come on, get up. Oh, this is no good. This is not how this was supposed to start. I just got a little overzealous with my sneak. Now I just have to be a little more patient. And that's how easy it should have been. But I decided to do it the hard way. Have to end up fighting them and beating them up and losing all my rations for no reason. I love the big hero reveal to essentially show a super pixelated face. But you know what? In the 90s, that was king shit. That was awesome stuff. Like, the excitement to play this game back then was unreal. It's quite the grand entrance though for stealth, having all the sirens and buzzers and lights flashing away.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Thanks to the VR training I did on board the Discovery.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Alright, now we're back at it. So, those spotlights will give me away. And there's a nice little lovely box in the middle. Chaff grenades. Probably don't need those, so I'm going to let them be. We could try to go over to the vent that's over on this area. But you'll notice he's a sleeping boy. So he's sleeping right in front of the vent. Don't really feel like getting into that. So we're probably going to go to the top vent and make our way upstairs. We have to be a little bit careful. We do leave snow footprints in the snow where we can be tracked by those. But we have to be careful here too, because that camera it'll spot us, but it also initiates a dialogue in this game. So we need to kind of let this guy go further away. That way we can't get caught by him. And the camera initiates the dialogue. For whatever reason, it doesn't see me, even though it's in the field of view. And then we can just go up the stairs. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Now we have to be careful of this boy, because he's guarding the way we want to go. Just gotta be really, really quiet, because we hunting wabbits. Once we start getting weapons and other things, we can kind of combat them in various different ways. But right now, because we pretty much have nothing, it's straight sneaking. Unless we want to, you know, do what I did in the first level there, and just have a whole butt ton of problems when we try to get to do what we're trying to do. Alright, so now we're in the top vent. We now need to enter the facility. What do you want?
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
You know, that definitely seems like proper military code to involve a civilian in a top secret infiltration mission and just let them in on all this classified information. Kind of seems silly.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Well, that's not going to stop us. We're still going to find our way into the chief and make away with all the goodies. We're almost through. These are a couple rooms. They got some cool stuff in them. We'll eventually get to those, but we first need to get to the DARPA chief, get a key code, and then once we get that key code, then we'll be able to start opening and getting those things. Like in here, there's another little box that I definitely want. Hey, another ration, which we'll need. And I only know it's a ration because I know that that one is a ration. No, go away. I don't want to talk to you right now. Thank you. And down we go. And they forced me into this one.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Okay. Super easy, simple instructions. Thanks for the chaff grenades. So now we have to get around this camera. They're not too hard. Oh, I missed my window of opportunity because I was not paying attention. Once it swings back, away we go. Can I already get into this room? I can. Yes, this is where I definitely want to be in here. There's just a lovely box. Thermal goggles are in here. They will help eventually. Don't quite need them yet, but it's definitely something we'll use later. Oh, it's a SOCOM. Thought those were thermal goggles. Maybe that was because of where I was in the mission already. So now we have a gun. Sweet. Wait, my life is not very good, is it? I missed that. I thought my life was half, which is not ideal. Another camera. Bam. Who said we couldn't be a super spy? So there's nothing on this floor that I need to get to just yet. We're just gonna rip down this elevator, get to B1, where they have the DARPA chief. Alright, B1, here we go.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Thanks, genius. Right on that. No enemies on the radar. We should be good to go. And back into the vents. Not that we haven't already seen enough vent.
Ugh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
I think these are SOCOM bullets, now that I got the SOCOM. Just since use my pistol. Nothing down there. Perfect, more bullets. And we're fully loaded. Well, we're missing one shot, but don't have to reload, we're all set there. We'll need this in probably about 5 minutes. And now we gotta make our way over to the DARPA chief. This game is definitely one of stealth, patience, and theatrics. If you don't know anything about the Metal Gear saga and all the different things, there's definitely so many just cutscenes and movies and stuff where they just explain so much of the story. You almost feel like you're watching a movie more than you are playing a game sometimes.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Well, Colonel, I'm gonna guess that the nice, lovely grate here is where I'm gonna drop down.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Okay, now You're trapped in this cell. Can't get that ration. Ooh, someone's getting their ass kicked. Hey, what's going on? What you guys doing out there? You gonna let me out of here? Hey.
Don't move.
A little bit of Bodhi.
So you killed the chief, you bastard. Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
Uh-oh.
Not one of them, are you?
They're coming in.
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Aiming is hard. Especially when you got the stupid D-pad baloney.
Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I hate using the D-pad.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Nice. Ration? Yes. Another ration? Just more bullets. Cool. Hey, you're supposed to be dead. Hey, more bullets. Reload a grenade. Ouch. Get up. Gonna use it just in case. Good thing that she can aim. Oh, I only have 2 bullets left? Lame. Now I need more bullets.
Thanks for the help.
Wait!
Easy, Snake. Don't get distracted.
Who are you? You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Oh, maybe she's not my friend anymore. We seem to work well together. She ain't Hap anymore.
Good girl. Just like that.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
No, it's Psycho Mantis. Alright, so now we have level 1 security cards. So now we can go in and we can actually open some doors. Grab that ration. We don't need our gun. Not for now. But I want to go back. I think it's in the bathroom I saw more bullets. Yeah, because there's nothing under her bed. I need to go find the bathroom. Bullets, perfect. And more bullets. Now we got a full complement of bullets, which is nice. Nothing under the table. And now we can kind of go back up. Well, technically they want us to go to B2. I just want full health. But they wanted us to go to B2, but we're not going to go to B2 just yet. There's a couple rooms still. Hey, why don't you open up for me? Thank you. There's still a couple rooms that we've not opened up in the first floor that we have to address first. Not necessarily like there's gonna be anything that we're gonna have to fight or anything. And more bullets, but we're full. But essentially it's just stuff for us to get. That was close. The camera is definitely in the wrong spot for us to run up there. Upsy daisies. On the wall. Turn over, sweet. So now we can go into this room. This is one of my favorite things. We now have a cardboard box. We can literally hide from people as a cardboard box. I think that's pretty sweet. So now there's chaff grenades, we don't need those. Oh right, now I need to put my card key back on. We're gonna run around. So that first room where we found the SOCOM, now I should find the thermal goggles in there. And then there's one other thing that I definitely want that'll be a big help. But it's not in this room. There it is, thermal goggles. Perfect. Alright, so now we have thermal goggles. And now we can essentially see where various different people are. So that's pretty sweet, but we don't need those for now. It'll also help for like landmines and stuff. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. That was not supposed to happen. Hey, you're not supposed to know I'm up there. They shouldn't be able to get me in here. I screwed up that stupid camera. The door didn't want to open, and even when I put the card on, it didn't work for me. I just don't know if they're just going to be hanging out there or if it just essentially was a hard reset. I'm hoping it was just a hard reset of the evasion, and when I come down, it's not going crazy on me. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Just a little quick reset. This time, let's not mess up that camera. On the wall, sliding down the wall, camera. Level 2. You're supposed to be level 1. Okay, well, maybe it's further down? Yeah, it's the room on the bottom. That's why I got that wrong. Level 2. We need the level 2 to go to that one, which we don't quite have yet. Where are these peeps at? Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna run this long way. That way you don't see us. We want to go... Oh shit, now he's awake. Wasn't supposed to be awake. My evasion woke him up. He was supposed to be sleeping. So it's gonna make it slightly more difficult. Not undoable. Just slightly more difficult. We're gonna head back up this way. He shouldn't see us here. He's gonna go around the other way of the post, or at least he should. I don't trust it. Oh, good thing we switched. Ah, bullshit. I might die here. Oh no. As much as I want to go into a box, going into a box is a terrible idea. Okay. Oh, now we can try that again. But again, I have no rations, which is terrible. And that guy's gonna be awake. And essentially what I'm trying to find is a suppressor for the SOCOM, which from a stealth perspective, which I'm clearly not doing very well, is a big advantage. Because I mean, if I had a suppressor, I could just shoot them all. But now my buddy's not sleeping that I want to be sleeping. So he needed to be sleeping, and then I could have just crawled over and gotten that box. I think I'm just gonna beat him up, grab it, and run. Don't know if that's gonna work or not. Well, he was supposed to... Well, now. He was supposed to go unconscious right away. And I was supposed to beat him up as soon as he picked his hand up, or his head up, but that clearly didn't work. Well, at least that created a semi-save point for me, a checkpoint, which we're gonna go down and try that again. Because that suppressor is 100% worth the effort. I already have the thermal goggles. Well, I mean, I've already alerted them to my position, so I doubt that he's gonna be sleeping again. But I can hope. We'll see when we get down there. If he's sleeping, this will be so much easier. Come on, be sleeping. Come on, be a sleeping boy. You're not. Okay. Don't know how effective this box is gonna be. How shall I do this one? I think what I'm gonna have to do is try to get him to come outside the room and then go in. Don't think it's gonna work. So the other thought is, I could try just shooting him. Okay, that was worth it. It didn't alert anybody to the position. Dead boy's in there. It is what it is. Now we're just gonna jump in that elevator. And then I think that is where we'll end the episode today. Off to the elevator. Alright. There we go. We are now all set and ready to go into B2 to go next into the missions.
What is it, Snake?
But here, we're just gonna save our game, so that way we don't have to do any of that bullshit all over again. There we go. Tank Hangar, Disc 1.
Snake,
Excellent stuff.
Remember what the girl said? The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Oh, Snake.
Well, I'll think about it.
Well, there we go. We've gotten as far as we're gonna get for today. Next episode, we'll go down to the basement 2 and we'll continue on with the game. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.